Hey guys, real quick message. Don't forget to leave a comment when you finish watching the video. That will help me out a lot with YouTube since I'm a new channel. Thanks guys. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Tobacco Leaf Legacies. I'm Cheryl, and I just wanted to do a quick intro for this video. You know, sometimes I do some recordings that I know exactly kind of what I want to do in the video, what I want to share. You know, I've kind of got it planned out. Other times, moments hit me or thoughts hit me or whatever, and I just kind of grab the video camera and start recording, and then I have to figure it out later. This one, I had actually planned to do it a little bit differently. I kind of had to divide some things up, so we've got two videos. I had a guy come over and do an estimate. I've talked about taking architectural elements and things out of the house and out of some of the outbuildings. You've heard me mention that a number of times. And I just thought it'd be kind of cool to have the video camera going. I don't show him or anything. And then just, you know, do some footage of what it is that I want to take out just to show. It's not too long. And then I'm sitting at the table and talking a little bit. And as usual, I kind of have a little bit of an emotional moment. And you know, I'm not going to ever apologize for that because, as I've said 100 times and will say 100 times more, this is a hell of a process to go through, and it is very emotional and it is very sad. But part of the journey and part of, you know, me doing some of these videos is allowing that and working through that and sharing it. You know, if you don't share pain sometimes, you're never going to work through it. You're never going to feel better. You're never going to heal. And I think that that's important. It's important we share that. And so yeah. So when I have my little moments, just, you know, grab a tissue, maybe shed a tear or two when you're watching with me, and just bear with me. Just bear with me. So, okay. I'm going to have this kind of be my intro and conclusion, like I said, just because it is kind of a shorter video, and I've got the second one that I want to go ahead and do a little intro for. So, thanks guys. Okay, so in the barn here, I'm thinking about keeping the doors,
okay,
which, I mean, those are just, you know, the hinges, so
yeah.
I'm thinking that's, you know, not too bad. And the metal up here, which is where our barn door was, I feel like, you know, that's still pretty, I mean, it's rusty, but I like it, and I
be sandblasted.
And yeah, and I think it could still be used.
You can get
and
somebody to restore it.
Right. And so I would love to. And I think something like that would have to be cut in half, because I mean, it's just so long to try to handle. And I think putting it, if I go to put it in a house or something somewhere, I think that halving it would be reasonable, because once I get it somewhere else anyway, I still may have to have somebody cut it down if I, you know what I mean? If I'm looking to put it, I don't know, at a closet or a bedroom door or something. There's nothing in here. Okay, and over here, kind of like the ladder over there, what I want to do is take most of that down, which, I mean, that's just wood kind of stuck in the block over here, but that was his ladder. So I would like to keep that. And so I think what I want to do in here is kind of same thing. Maybe keep like a section.
Right.
Okay, not super long or anything like that, but just kind of a section of that. And you'll see up here, you know, there's this beam and this beam, support beam, obviously, going across here. And I don't know, because like this one's shorter. You tell me, is it possible to get that out? Now, because this block is old at this point, I'm assuming a sledgehammer or something would take care of
We
it.
can attempt to try to beat it out, but if we beat on it with a sledgehammer, we're probably gonna leave little indentions in it.
Well, I mean like the brick underneath it, like to loosen the brick.
It out and then it'll come out.
Because that's a shorter piece, and I thought, okay, well now.
I don't think it'll fall down on us as far as everything above us.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. If we try to do the smaller piece, maybe it wouldn't compromise anything too much.
I'm thinking they put that there as like a header for a door. There used to be like a little door there.
This was where they kept like some of the animals, like if they had a mule or horse or you know whatever, and so it was probably to kind of get to them and stuff. Kind of the same thing in here. Like the only wood is really up on top, and I figured maybe just. Again, keeping just like one piece.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, a 6-foot beam maybe a couple 6-foot beams.
Okay.
But I think this is just sawing, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of sawing that to.
You know, what do you call this building here?
Carport.
Carport.
Carport, yeah. Like I said, that's really all that's sort of in here is the beams on the top. Well, that's what I was thinking. Even if we just cut out the shelf part,
all right,
you know, then maybe that we can keep that. And then we kind of start with some of the molding, because what I want is to try to keep as much of the original molding as I can. When you look at the molding, see, that's not really molding.
Yeah, it's like
he put a
board and some shoe molding on
right.
top.
He put a board and a little piece on top, and had a little piece on the bottom, and that was it.
Yep.
So I mean, it wasn't. They made molding.
Yeah.
They didn't really go buy it.
Right.
But because it's original to the house and all that, I still would like to try to keep that. So
right.
I know between that and I would like to keep some door trims and window trims.
All right.
Or to get nails or whatever out of.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I understand all of that stuff, right? So it's kind of just whatever will come off, whatever we can get off.
How much of the door casing do you want to save in the window trim? All of it?
Because I think there's a possibility of so much breaking and stuff like that. Yeah. I would like to keep as much of it as I can.
Okay.
Well, and like around here, this window, oh my goodness, there's so many memories at this window. I would like to try, if possible, to like keep the ledge, keep the trim, almost like keep the whole frame of the window. I'm not taking the window. I'm hoping I can either sell the windows when we get to the end, or either maybe call like Restore or Habitat or whoever it is. Maybe they can pull out even like some bathroom cabinets and things that they can, that's still usable. Doesn't need to go down with the house. It's still usable. All right, so the guy just left that came to walk around the property and walk around the house and all that, and he was really nice, and that's always good, because I mean, you just never know who's coming out to your house. I mean, professional or not, these days it's always kind of iffy. So it's nice when they're nice and friendly, and you can have a good conversation with them. It's always cool to talk about the house and my grandparents and what they had, because like I've said before, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of both sets of my grandparents. Just happens to be this land and house and everything focuses on one side, so I'm in no way forgetting the other side. I'm very proud of them too. So anyway, but I like talking about the house and all that, so that was really cool to kind of walk around. I think he ended up with about 30 things that I wanted to keep. And I mean, that's not necessarily individual things, because I want trim around the doors and baseboards and things like that. So that all just kind of counts as one. You know how that goes. But, I will say it's moments like that, when I'm discussing with somebody about taking things out of the house where, it gets kind of real for a moment, because it's like, dang, I'm talking about taking stuff out of the house, cutting stuff out of here because I'm not gonna have it. And you're losing it. I mean, you're losing it. I mean, you can't forget that. But I guess when something, and you probably kind of know what I'm talking about for a different reason, but when something is kind of far enough off, it doesn't seem as harsh, I don't know, as real, something. But when you start discussing something, like this, like what you're actually taking out of the house, it's just kind of like, dang, yeah, I'm not gonna have it, and I'm gonna have all these pieces, and just something as simple as that gets me emotional. Even now talking about it, it gets me emotional because it's like, yep, that's real. It's coming. I'm not gonna have it. I'm gonna have these pieces that I'm taking out. And so you just kind of have these real moments where it's like, oh God, this is happening. Like this is really gonna happen. It's not gonna be here. And so, like I say, I want to share everything. It's sharing this kind of stuff too, because I've said before, it's not fun. It's very, very hard. So hard. It's just so emotional to look around and talk about taking pieces out of here because it's not going to be here, and it's not even that they're going to take down, this house and build a townhome like right here, where I can say, well, at least there's still going to be a family here, it's still going to be whatever. I mean, I think that unless a site plan or something changes, that like right where the house is here is probably going to be a parking lot, and with the townhomes and stuff around there. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that breaks my heart. It just does. It just breaks my heart to think, God, really? Almost 100 years of life and love and just everything that's been here. Be parking lot. Ooh. It's moments like this that I have a lot, which is why I try so hard not to try to focus on the end part too much. I mean, I kind of have to a certain degree, but I just try not to think about it too much because this is what happens. The reality of it hits me, and it's waterworks, instantly every time. And anybody who knows me knows that instant waterworks doesn't happen, like it just doesn't happen. But this hits me in the most sensitive, most raw, most inner part of my being, and that's why it instantly, just gets upset about this. So, like everything else, it's just kind of taking a few minutes to share some of my thoughts, even if they're not happy and a little teary, because again, it's part of the journey. And it's just moments like that make it really real. That's the thing, really real. And it's a little rough. It's so rough, but that's why I'm here to share. And I know other people that have gone through this will understand. They'll get it because they've been in exactly the same spot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my mind on some better things now.